I come here with serious problems and I want the UN to help. We have been moved from our ancestral land. We are now scattered in different areas which are not our ancestral lands. In 1997, we were harassed. People who were living in Old Qadi were moved. They were totally harassed and oppressed and forced to move. But we and others in Molapo, Khope, Motomelo, Gigau, Gugama, Mitsi Amanok refused. We refused to be in Molapo. That's where he comes from. We refused to be relocated. There were programs formulated for the Basara, but there was no help. Basara kept on being relocated from their ancestral lands. Nothing was being done to stop that. We originate from the Central Kalahari Game Reserve. We were living there. Our grandparents and great-grandparents were staying there. But what happened was government officials came. I cannot tell you the years because I can't read, so I can't remember the years. But they said they were going to help us. They said they were going to give us water, food, and health services. But this did not happen. There was force because there were district commissioners, police officers, chiefs in the area who have been appointed by the government. This is why I call it force. Chiefs like Beslach were the ones who were involved, but they were appointed by the government. When I say this is oppression, because when they came to a place and they found your wife and you were not there, they just moved there without consulting you. And we lost a lot of property. I lost 200,000 pula. Our goods were loaded in government trucks with my wife, and I was not even there. So when he arrived at the new settlement, she was too ill to do anything. My wife died. I was in Gaborone when my wife was moved. Gaborone is the capital city. But with the people in the Central Kalahari Game Reserve, they were threatened. They were told, if you don't move, we are going to send the soldiers. This is why I call it oppression. It was a harassment. My people want to go back to the reserve. We want to go back, and when in the reserve, we want to be compensated for all the property we have lost. We were forced to break down our houses. We were using the pillars as wood for fire. We want to be compensated for all this. What happened is government officials hired people whose job was just to break down houses. When they came into a homestead, they asked the woman, whose house is this? She would say, are you married to that person? Yes, I am. Where is the ring? I don't have a ring. Then you are not married. So the people who were hired to break down houses would just go in, pack up the property, load it up, break down the house, and that was it. People are very sad and heartbroken because they got harassed by wildlife rangers. They chased them using cars and horses. They are totally in despair and frustrated. They do it at night, where they go besides the reserve, far from the police camp, until they find an opening to sneak in. When they are found out when sneaking into the reserve, they are kicked out. When you go into the reserve with containers of water, the water is emptied. is thrown out. You are not allowed to go in carrying water and food. Even those who remain in the reserve, they are not allowed to use their culture of hunting and gathering. Those are the problems we face in my country. We are not the only ones. All the Basara or Bushmen living in other parts of the country have similar problems. These new settlements they've been put in, there's nothing happening there. Their children don't pass at the schools. The young and the old all have alcoholic problems. Their minds are poisoned and destroyed. They don't work as they used to when they were in the ancestral land. They don't even know what type of land they own in the settlements because nobody tells them how much of those hectares belong to the Bushmen. The ones who were resettled in Cabo had serious problems. There's a plant there, a poisonous plant which kills cattle. So it killed all their cattle. I went to several settlements in the Kalahari. I went there twice. People there are suffering. In the central district, Bushmen are relocated. They are moved to places which belong to Botswana, the ruins. And then Botswana get their land and turn it into farms. Basara have been moved from there. In Gameland, Basara are being relocated. There's not a single Musara who is at ease. These are the problems we've got in Botswana.